conservatives lobby for or against certain names on President Trump's Supreme Court shortlist, it's a rush behind the scenes. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi has that story. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Wyatt. Social conservatives tell me the president would energize the base most if he picked Catholic mother of 7, Amy Coney Barrett. But today I'm learning more about another contender who once wrote about John Paul II, and in photos you'll see here first, he's also a friend of Neil Gorsuch.
The best judges are the ones that seek to apply precedent in good faith. I think most judges do that.
Judge Raymond Kethledge now serves on the appeals court in Michigan. In 2008, the Senate confirmed him unanimously.
Obviously, first and foremost, I'd follow Supreme Court precedent. The other thing I would say is that, again, I would make sure that the values that I would be enforcing if I were a judge are not just my values, that I am not striking something down simply because I don't like it.
A former clerk for the judge says Kethledge looks at cases like Justice Scalia did.
The way he interprets any legal text, it's the same way that we interpret basic English. It's what do those words mean? What would they have meant to the people who wrote them? In legal lingo, it makes him a textualist for statutes, and it makes him an originalist for the purpose of the Constitution.
J.J. Snido in 2014 clerked for the appeals judge.
Wonderful man. I mean, wonderful boss, wonderful mentor.
Both Snido and Kethledge clerked for retiring Justice Anthony Kennedy. Kethledge enjoys spending time in nature and fishing with friends, including Justice Neil Gorsuch. He wrote this book on solitude. It includes chapters on moral courage and John Paul II.
Looking at how people like Pope John Paul II had used solitude in their own leadership was really inspiring to him. And having the courage to stand by your convictions is something, obviously, that the Pope really did, and I think Judge Kethledge really respected and admired that.
No one knows whom the president will pick. The big reveal set for Monday. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer told President Trump it would be cataclysmic to put an opponent of abortion on the Supreme Court. Wyatt?
Jason, maybe the president wants that fight, but realistically now, can any of the President Trump shortlist candidates get confirmed?
The nominee needs 51 Senate votes, and there's only 51 GOP senators. With Senator John McCain out, that's 50. 3 Democrats voted for Neil Gorsuch, and all 3 are up for tough re-election bids. If they vote for Trump's nominee, it may help their chances of getting re-elected back home, but then they have to balance that with the fact that liberal groups will be putting maximum pressure on them.
It sounds like it's going to be close either way. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi. Thanks, Jason.